Finding Diva. I am back, and today I'm doing something I've never done before, and that's a DIY video. So as you can see by the title, I'm doing a photo booth. You know how much money that will save all of us if we have our own photo booth, and how hot that would be at your party? All right, so if you want to know how to do a photo booth, how to build your own from scratch, a nice hot one, stay tuned. Okay guys, so here's a little bit of background information. So my daughter's 7th birthday party is next weekend. Well, it's 10 days from now. So it's, well, actually no, the days are going fast. It's 9 days from now. So my daughter's birthday party is coming up in 9 days, and I'm always the mom that wants to do something special and spectacular. And starting last year, I decided to start basically kind of like a tradition on surprising her with something she's not expecting at her party. And I looked into photo booths and I saw those prices. I was like, no, I've seen them like as much as like $500 an hour. Not me, not the Deal Finding Diva. So I ended up building my own photo booth, and I would say altogether the materials have costed me under $100, absolutely. And mind you, I can take it down, put it up when I want. It's not gonna take up any space. And I'm like so proud of what I did. So I want you guys to let me know what you think about my photo booth, but I want you to see how it's done. So let's get to it. Okay guys, so first I got some PVC pipes. I went to Home Depot and they come a lot longer than that. But what I did was I got about 6 or 7 of them, I think, and I cut them down individually. I also got some Rust-Oleum black shiny spray paint. And what I decided to do was clean the PVC pipes off because they come a little dusty and everything. You know, they're in the Home Depot store and they are dirty. So I clean them off and then I spray the black spray paint on them. Now the reason why I do the black spray paint is because I'm using black curtains and I don't want the white pipes showing through if somebody happens to be able to see a pipe or anything. So I also got the connectors, and I don't really know the technical term for these. You know, I'm not a handy dandy person. I guess I am when I need to be, but you know, the connectors, they had different ones and it depended if I needed 2 or 3 pipes to connect was the type of connector that I got. And as you can see, I painted the pipes and connected some, and this is actually the side. I laid it down because it was a lot easier to do it this way. So I'm actually going to speed this up a little bit. What I'm doing here is I'm showing you the different connectors and I'm building it up. And like I said, I'm laying it on the side because it's easier to build it from the side for me and then stand it up. Right there, I'm actually using the hammer because the PVC pipes are a lot more difficult to put in, being that they're spray painted. Now, also another tip to remember, as you could see in the last scene, when I was spray painting them, I used a plastic drop cloth. I would say do not do this. What it ended up doing was making the stuff stick to the paint of the pipes. So I ended up getting a lot of chips and everything, having to pull it off the plastic. Also, what you need to do is let it dry before you turn it over and spray the other side of the pipes. And really, it doesn't matter too much that there was some chipping, but I would suggest use a fabric drop cloth if you're going to do this. And as you can see, I'm doing a pretty good job getting this built. And this is actually a vision of mine. There was no tutorial for this. I am the only tutorial for this. I'm so proud of myself. In college, I used to build sets for theater shows. So I actually took my little skill from there and did it that way. Now, I got the frame up, and what I did was I got a board, and I knew what size I was going to make my pipes. So I got Home Depot to cut down a wood board for free for me. And then I went to Joann's fabrics, and I actually got some clearance fabric, and it was so cute and shiny. Like, look at it, it's so nice. It's like velvety. And so what I did was I stapled it to the board. Now here I took my iPad box and I'm going to cut it up. So I'm taking my iPad out of my case and I'm just fitting it in there. As you can see, the iPad will fit perfectly in the box. So the purpose of this is to get it to attach to that board. So as you can see, the cover of the box fits over the iPad perfectly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a hole through the box so that the screen of the iPad shows through, and then I'm going to carve out some sections so that the lens and the button will show through. So from here, I am just going through and tweaking it because I'm doing this freehand. Like, there's no tutorial. Again, there's no tutorial for me. So I'm like doing this like trial and error. So I'm taking a glue gun and I'm actually going around the inside of the box with the glue gun and just attaching some more of that wonderful, cheap, affordable fabric to the box. And I'm doing that to the front and the back of the box. So it's gonna look so nice. Like, it's gonna blend in perfectly with that board. And I'm just going through and tweaking everything, and the hot glue got a little messy. So if you can think of another type of glue, then go for it. But for me, I felt as though the hot glue would actually be best. So what I did was I got that attached around the back of it, and then I'm going through and making sure that all the edges are cleaned up and that the fabric isn't in the way of the lens, because the lens is going to be needed when the photo booth is going to be used, because my iPad is the photo booth. So I'll get into that later about the photo booth app. But as you can see, my iPad is fitting in there quite perfectly. And look, it's snug and everything. The fabric actually gave it more tension, so my iPad won't have to fall out. So what I did here was I attached the back of that iPad box to the board. And from here, I'm drilling some holes in the board. Now, if you're going to do this, I would suggest you do it the opposite way. Drill those holes first. Like, I actually did like pre-drill some of the holes, and I was able to like feel through, but it was a lot difficult to find the holes once that fabric was on there. So as you can see, I just showed you some clips. I used the clips to attach the fabric to the pipes, and what I'm going to do is I want some words that I'm going to put on that fabric. So I just basically like sectioned off a section so that I know where to put the words when I do it. Now, as you can see, I drilled the iPad box and the inner case to that board, and I'm just like preparing and just getting a feel for how the iPad will fit in there once it's up against the board, up actually on the pipes. So it's doing a good job here, and I'm quite comfortable with how it's working out. So as you can see, I got my app in there, and I put a light in there, and then I attached a fabric background to the photo booth. So I mean, I got the fabric from Amazon, and as you can see, everything is working out quite well. So the app that I use is called Simple Booth, and it rocks, yo. So I actually use my lights that I use for my videos. I just put it in the photo booth. So I just left a section at the top, and then I actually printed with my Cricut machine the lace photos on there, because this is a Paris party. And I added that extra touch of pizzazz by getting a silver fringe curtain for under $10 from Amazon. So I'll link that and the other stuff down below. And we can't have a finished product without me doing my happy dance. You don't understand. I'm so proud of myself. It took like weeks to figure this stuff out and actually bring it to life. I'm proud of myself. So you can't have a photo booth without having a prop box, a box where you can put the props in, because especially with kids, they want to like put the feather boas and, hats and stuff on, sunglasses, all that stuff for the photos. Now, this is my life, right? Maybe less than a month before the party. So it's like at this point it's like 2 weeks ago because the party now is about a week and a half away. Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, my freaking printer just kaput, just died. Like it didn't die per se, but it's actually just stopped rolling the paper up into the printer. So how the hell am I going to use it if I can't even use the paper? Right? So I had to go out and get another printer, and me, of course, being the deal finding diva, ended up getting a $200 printer for like somewhere around, what did I pay for? Like somewhere around $90. So that's what I'm going to make the prop box out of the box that the printer came in. So here is the box. So I want you guys to watch and see how I make a prop box. Stay tuned. I'm just pushing that in there. So now you have something to put stuff in. Now, I went to the dollar store and got some gift wrap. My daughter doesn't know what it's for. She just knows it's for a box. And I asked her what color she wanted it, and she picked blue. So we are going with blue. Now, I don't know how long this paper is. So I got 4 of them, and I'm hoping that this is enough. If it will actually peel off, that would be nice. Here we go. All right. So, ew. It's nice and thin. Of course it's thin. It's from the dollar store. All right, so how am I going to do this? Let me see. Aha, I know how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to speed this up and we'll do this prop box. So I just decided to do it from the bottom up, and I actually used some packing tape in order to secure the gift wrap to the box. Now what I did was I locked it in under the folds of the box, so that way it was nice and tight and the tape isn't really visible and it's nice and secure. So I am just going all the way around and, starting at that inside flap and then bringing the gift wrap all the way down. So here you go. I actually got all the sides done and everything kept sticking. It was like driving me insane, but that's what you get when you use some dollar store stuff. But yeah, I actually had plenty of gift wrap left after I put this in there. Okay guys, so the extent of my problems was this daggone tape. So everything else turned out pretty well. And it's just like wrapping a gift, I'm still going to reinforce a couple parts with a couple more pieces of tape just to smooth it out a little bit more. But the last thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to actually label it with the word props, so they know the props are in there. So I'm going to do that. I have to use my Cricut machine, and I'll, print up some letters. Sorry for the crazy sounds. I'm gonna cut out some letters and actually put them directly on the box. So if you're not familiar with Cricut, basically you can use Cricut to cut out all kinds of designs, and actually the new Cricut Maker machine is what I have, and you can cut fabrics. You can actually make purses out of this thing. So the Cricut machine actually comes with an app. So I just designed what I wanted on the box on the app on my iPad. iPad does everything these days. So similar to the way that I ended up doing my lace photos on the photo booth curtain itself, I'm just showing you how the Cricut machine works. And what it is, it's a sheet, it's a sticky sheet that you put whatever material you're using onto, and then you're going to end up sticking it in the machine. Now I'm dealing with foil here, so it's quite sticky, and I want to make sure it's really smooth. Like I don't have all the materials because I literally just got the Cricut machine like heck I would say maybe 6 months before this, I had no idea what a Cricut machine was. Now, for the photo booth, for the curtain, when I did the lace photos, I actually used an iron-on fabric. So what I did was I did this exact same thing. I fed it through the machine, let it cut it out, and then I ironed it on. But this is, again, this is foil. So I just fed the foil into the machine the same way, and just the same way, you have to basically take everything off. You have to peel it off, and then you have to stick it in. So there are little sharp instruments that you can buy in order to help you peel it off. Now, this is what I wasn't expecting. You have to take transfer tape and put whatever design it is onto the surface that you want to, and then you have to take the transfer tape off. Now, the transfer tape kept sticking to the gift wrap, and it was a pain, but I finally got it worked out, and I am happy with the results. Let me tell you, putting this foil on here was like insane. You know when you have like a good idea and everything goes wrong? That's what happened with this. I thought it was going to be something really easy, and it wasn't. But you know, a lot of it was due to the strength of the transfer tape, and plus I'm still new to this, so you know that sucked. And this material here was a pain too, you know, working with the foil and that. But you know, it still turned out good. It turned out how I envisioned it, so that's all I care about. So I am going to add this to my photo booth, and it's going to be awesome. So stay tuned. Wasn't that awesome? That was my photo booth. I did that myself. Oh my gosh. Everybody's going to be like, what the heck? My daughter's going to blow a gasket. I mean, a real working photo booth. Like, I'm like amazed at myself. I'm so proud of me. Yay! You know, so I did get the app for photos, and I will be using that for my photos. And yeah, I'm just so excited to see her face. Last year, I got my daughter a traveling video game truck. So a truck came here for a couple hours, and we were playing Just Dance and all kinds of stuff in there. So she's totally not expecting this photo booth. And, you know, with the prop box and, you know, me using the Cricut, my photo booth is so amazing. Like, I think I might rent this thing out. You know what I mean? I gotta make some extra money. So if you want to rent a photo booth, comment down below. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. I've gotten so many new subscribers and awesome comments, and I'm so excited to you know, share this with you guys. So thanks again, and I hope you liked it. Don't forget to hit that like button if you liked what I did, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Peace.